Hello everyone, welcome you all to this session on search engine marketing, which is an important module of the search engine advanced diploma in digital marketing conducted by the Asia Pacific Institute of Digital Marketing, which was formerly the eBusiness Academy. My name is Suranga Priyashanta, and I'm a digital marketing consultant, trainer, and also a digital marketing manager. I'm currently working in Sydney, Australia, working as a senior digital marketing manager of a leading media organization here in Sydney. And this is my 14th year in digital marketing. And I was graduated from the University of Sri Jayewardenepura in Sri Lanka, and also as a postgraduate diploma holder of the Chartered Institute of Marketing, United Kingdom. I founded the eBusiness Academy. Obviously, it was a different name at that time in 2009, mainly in order to conduct digital marketing programs in terms of training, workshops, webinars, seminars back in 2009. So it's been almost 9 years now. We have been doing this work, spreading the internet marketing, digital marketing knowledge, especially targeting the local Sri Lankan audience. So yeah, today I'm going to be mainly discussing about the search engine marketing topic. So this session, this video is going to be an introduction to search engine marketing. And as I told you, I've been doing these training programs, courses, webinars, seminars for the last 9 years, and so far I have trained nearly 1,500 professionals, students, executives in the field of digital marketing in both in Australia as well as in South Asia, mainly in Sri Lanka, Maldives, India. And this advanced diploma in digital marketing course was something we launched a couple of years ago, and so far we have had, I can't exactly remember the number of students. A number of students have already passed the exams and achieved the certified internet marketing marketer status. So I will be, I hope you will be one of those diploma holders in the near future. So let me start my session by sharing the deck with you first. Give me a second. Yeah, so I hope you can see the slide deck on your screen now. Yeah, as I told you, these are some of the training programs we have done this is in Sydney, in Colombo, Maldives, and India so far. And we'll be, by the time of recording this session, we have plans to move into other Asian countries like Vietnam and Cambodia as well. First of all, congratulations, mainly because you have made the right decision to study digital marketing, or in other words, pursue your studies, pursue your career in digital marketing. Definitely the right thing to do. I believe most of you, or probably all of you, are in some form of marketing or business management or some form of management function in your organization at the moment. If you're working, if you're studying, if you're just a student at the moment, you're definitely going to be doing some form of business management, marketing management in the future. So that is why you are here learning digital marketing. So you made the right decision. Mainly since I'm in a country like Australia here, I can see where the business, the different industries are heading actually, and how different companies are utilizing this new technology, the web technologies and internet to achieve their marketing objectives. And the difference between marketing and digital marketing is increasingly becoming blurred. So in future, it will be almost impossible to talk about marketing without having the digital component in your marketing mix. So in another couple of years, there won't be anything called digital marketing, because everything in marketing will be digital marketing. Because in order to attract your audience, in order to reach your audience, one of your, or probably the number one channel you may have could be your digital channels. So you made the right decisions today, and a big congratulations for you for that. And in my discussion today, in this video session, I'm going to mainly cover the introduction to search engine marketing. But before that, I'll be just touching on the scope of digital marketing, so that you'll understand where search engine marketing is actually fitting in the overall scope of digital marketing. Then introduction to search engine marketing, which has two main components: search engine optimization and paid search marketing. Then search engine importance of search engine marketing and certain important concepts in search engine usage, and how search engine works. Probably that could be another video when I come to the second part of our session, which is search engine optimization. So what is digital marketing? The way I define digital marketing is all activities related to achieving your marketing objectives using internet and web technologies. So as I mentioned earlier, the difference between marketing and digital marketing is increasingly becoming blurred. And a lot of people even today don't really believe that there is actually a significant difference. For the reason that I mentioned, you can't think of doing marketing without thinking of expanding your activities into the digital platforms. So in terms of a definition, digital marketing includes everything you do in marketing to achieve your marketing objectives, but in this case, using internet and web technologies. So this is a very broader definition. So let's try to identify the main component in this whole universe of digital marketing, so that you will understand what specific skills you should be acquiring, you should be mastering, or where you should pursue your career in future, or where you have the strengths, your skills, how you can improve them, and how you can add value to your own business or your company, for the company you are working for. So the scope of digital marketing mainly includes three main components as I classify. The marketing communication aspect, that is basically reaching your audiences, reaching your target market using web and online technologies, internet technologies, online media. That is why you can see in this whole concept, online media, web and internet technologies, that is actually the platform, that is the infrastructure, that is in the middle of the entire concept. Then using these online media, using these web and internet technologies, you will be talking to your audiences, you will be reaching the target market. So all the channels available for you to communicate with your audience will be included in this component called marketing communication, or in other words, internet-based marketing communication. Then what are you going to do with that audience? You're going to invite that audience to a particular place, to a platform. If it is in offline business, you are doing all your marketing activities, print and electronic marketing activities, whatever, PR or advertising or newspaper advertising, whatever you have in your marketing mix. The ultimate objective is to drive those users back to your organizations. If you are an offline brick and mortar type of business where you have a physical storefront, physical business. So you want these customers to come into your business and buy those products and services. But when it comes to online digital media, you may not necessarily have a physical business. Everything may be running on your website or running on your mobile application or maybe your social media profile. So your digital platform in this case could be if you already have a offline platform, which is fine. But in the case of digital marketing, your main platform could be your website or your mobile application or your social media profiles. So you need these audiences to come to your platform and do an exchange, buy a product or service. That is why this is identified as product and service delivery. So on that platform, you do an exchange with the audiences, you expect their attention, you expect their transaction, you expect their conversion, you expect their money, in other words. And in return, you give your product services in different forms. It could be knowledge, it could be entertainment, it could be a product which would be delivered offline, it could be anything. Now, the third aspect of this overall concept is after the product or service delivery, after the execution, you need to analyze who are these. It could be before, it could be after, both. That is why this is going like a circle. So you need to analyze who these visitors are, who these audiences are, from where they are coming, what time they are coming, what they are doing, and how often they are coming, what are they buying, and what values, how often, how many transactions, and what pages they look at, and why they drop out, why they are leaving your website or your application, whole lot of things. So you need to analyze their performance. These are called post conversion activities. After the exchange, after the transaction, you do a whole lot of analysis about those customers, about the industry, about the overall performance as a whole. So all these things are done on this platform, on this media called digital media, online media. So that's why I just told that this is a much broad scope. Every element on this diagram you see has a specific need a specific skill set, or in other words, all these elements have different job opportunities in terms of digital marketing jobs. So I basically explained all three elements. So these slides are basically about them. Now, I told you the first element, marketing communication, internet-based marketing communication. You are trying to reach your audience through your digital channels. So internet-based marketing communication, as I mentioned, includes all channels and tools used to get the attention of online audiences and then participate. You may be participating in their discussion, or you want them to participate in your discussions on your platform. So it's a two-way participation. It could be on your social media channel, it could be on your website. As I mentioned, they may be commenting on your products, they may be commenting on your articles, you may be adding responses. So there is a sort of a participation happening on your platform or on third-party platform or on social media platforms. So you use these channels and tools to get the attention of your audiences, get their participation, or enhance your participation, improve the engagement of both parties, send a message, a particular message to them in terms of buying or consuming your products and services, and finally enticing a response. That is the response, the purchasing, buying, or consuming your products and services. Now, if you want to get their attention, you need to know where they are paying their attention. So you have an audience, target audience. Now in Sri Lanka, for example, the internet penetration could be around, I don't know the exact number at the moment, it could be around 20-30% at the moment. So you have a huge audience online, right? So you have identified a particular segment and of that audience. Now you don't need to understand where these online audiences, where these people are actually spending their time, if you need to get their attention. So don't rely on these numbers on this diagram or infographic. The source web URL is also given in this slide if you need to read more about the study. This is based on a study conducted in another country, mainly in Europe or US. So these numbers may be 100% accurate, applicable for the country that you are, I mean, for the geographical area that you are hoping to do digital marketing. But what is important is not necessarily the number, but mainly the trend, mainly the direction, or in other words, what is happening in general in the digital world. So we know, even though we don't know the numbers, we know most of us are spending our time on social media channels. And at the same time, we read a lot of web articles, videos on different websites. We also use quite a lot of emails and messaging services like Gmail and Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or Viber or many different messaging services for one-to-one communication. And then we use search engines a lot. And then we buy and sell products online. So in terms of our time spent online, what this study found was, from their analysis, 20% time of your total time spent on social media, and nearly another 20% time spent on other online content, reading online content, nearly another 20% on search activities on search engines, and emails and chat messages and one-to-one communication, another nearly almost 20%, and multimedia and online shopping. Again, don't just rely on the number. That is not the important thing here. What is important here is to understand where we are spending most of our online time on different channels. What are these different channels? For us to reach our audiences, we should know these are the main channels they are spending. So if people are spending most of their time on reading articles, then we need to do content-based advertising, banner ads, text ads, video ads, that sort of things. If a lot of people are spending their time on search engines, then we need to do search engine marketing. If similarly, if your users are spending most of their time on social media channels, then you need to do social media advertising and social media engagement. And if you know that your target audience is heavily using email and messaging services, then it is another good channel to use in order to drive that audience back to your business. So these are the different channels available. So as I mentioned, all these are actually different job functions, different professions. Social media marketing manager is a different job title. Search marketing manager or SEO manager or SEO consultant, paid marketing consultant is a different job function. Analytics manager or web analyst is another job function. So there are, and EDM marketer, or EDM means electronic digital mails, or email marketing is another job function. So as a digital marketing manager, you may be having exposure in all these areas. So the good thing in digital marketing is, if you become a specialized person in one vertical, let's say search engine marketing, that is definitely a good future, a very high demand in today's world for each of these different professions in digital marketing. I don't know whether you have read, there was a recent article published by LinkedIn based on the job advertisements published, or based on, yeah, I think based on their job advertisements. They say they published an article about the most in demand or highly paid 10 jobs in the world, professions in the world. And based on their analysis or study, digital marketing categories were among the top. Out of those top, the number 2 was related to, if I'm correct, analytics related job. Number 3 or 4 was related to search engine marketing, SEO and SEM. And then social media marketing was also in that list, top 10 list. So almost all digital marketing professions, categories or verticals have a unique job opportunity, career opportunity, and they are definitely in demand. And even in this country where I am in Australia, for example, there's a huge demand. There is lack of supply in terms of digital media skills, and there's a huge demand, and they are well paid. I mean, if you have the right type of skills, knowledge, and experience, there are enough of opportunities in this field. So that is about the job opportunities and the industry. Now we basically, in this session, now we talk about search engine marketing. Now, according to our discussion here, it is going to be this second point, keyword targeted search marketing, SEO and SEM. That is what we are going to learn in this module. So search engine marketing is obviously, now you understand, is a part of internet-based marketing communication. Now I told you about analytics and web analyst type of roles. That is actually falling under post-conversion activities, but definitely that role, that skill has a direct relevance, direct input to your search marketing activities as well. Right. So I just skipped these because I basically discussed about all these 3 elements in the digital marketing scope. Okay, so what is search engine marketing? Search engine marketing includes all activities involved in enhancing the visibility of a website in search engines, thereby increasing the chance of attracting visitors when they search for terms related to that website. So that is just the definition. I don't want you to remember any definition, as long as you understand the concept. That is enough, because this is not just a theory subject that you need to get 70-80%. Obviously in your exam you will have to get a certain mark. There will be a certain threshold, but you should always understand the practical concepts, because you are going to apply this knowledge in your job, in your business. So search engine marketing basically includes all activities you do to improve your visibility, improve the visibility of your website in search engine. So when some people, or when your target audience, the users in your target audience, search a particular term, a word related to your business, then your website is going to appear on the first results page of the search engine. We always talk about the first results page because hardly now people go to the second, third page of this Google search results. Most of the time, when it comes to commercial searches, not like research type of searches, commercial transactional searches, most of the time you rely on the first results page of Google. So our objective is mainly to improve our visibility, increase our visibility of our website on search engines. That means the first page of the search engine results page, when people search terms, keywords related to our business. So search engine marketing mainly has 2 branches. First one is called search engine optimization. Second one called PPC advertising, or pay per click advertising, or paid search. And I should also mention there is another way of sort of classifying this in the practical world. Most of the time people say search engine marketing to identify the second component here, that is paid search marketing, PPC marketing. So if you hear someone is mentioning search engine marketing, and if they're actually referring to paid search aspect, that is not really wrong, because that is kind of a convention now in the industry. SEO and SEM. SEO is the first element, which is non-paid element, search engine optimization. The paid element is identified as search engine marketing. But the way for academic purposes, we broadly define search engine marketing as a broader concept which includes both these concepts, search engine optimization and search engine marketing. Right. So what are these two concepts? If this is the first time that you learn about search engine marketing, this could be something new to you. Now what you see on your screen is basically a search engine results page, a long results page, but I can't take the entire screenshot to one screen. So I have actually broken into 3 different screenshots and put them side by side on the screen. But just understand, this is just one long page with 10 SEO results, organic results, and some PPC results as well. Let me take one by one and explain the different components of a search engine results page. Now you search, in this case, search engine marketing here. And there you see at the top, there is a menu called old, news, images, maps, videos, more, and tools. So this is called these are actually different search verticals. Within Google, there are different search engines. One news search engine is a different search engine. Image search engine is another search engine. Maps is another search engine. Videos, another search engine. Likewise, Google has different verticals of search engines. But when they give results, deliver results, they combine everything together and give them to you as one, which is called all results. This is, from a search engine marketing terms, this is called the universal search result. Universal search result. So when you do a search, you by default get the universal search results, but obviously you can click on each of these verticals and narrow your search result to that particular vertical. And the top 4 results most of the time are pay-per-click advertisements. Pay-per-click means, PPC means, whenever you click on these ads, the advertiser is supposed to pay a certain amount to Google. Now, say for example, the third results, it says mywork.com.au. So if I click on this results, the company, the website owner, will have to pay a certain amount to Google for that advertisement. That is how they drive traffic. Traffic in the sense, visitors to your website, users to, in search engine marketing, in digital marketing terms, you should understand all these terminologies. Traffic always means visitors or users to a website or an application. So one way of driving traffic to your website is to advertise on Google. So when people search some terms related to your business, your advertisement is going to come up on top. So these 4 results are advertisements, pay-per-click advertisements. Then you see, this is the number 1 organic results. I believe you can see my cursor here. After the first 4 results, the number 1 result, that is called the organic results or the natural results, unpaid results. So you normally get 10 organic results on a search engine results page. And in between these 10, you may also see some results coming from Google Images search engine, or some results may come from Google Videos or Maps, or in other words, we call it local results. And then in between, you also see some questions and answer type of results as well. Sometimes we call it instant answers. And at the end again, you see another 3 different paid results, pay-per-click results. So this is how at the moment search engine results page is constructed. From country to country, things can change depending on what is supported by Google in that particular country. I'll come to that point later. And what is this 25% and 75% you see? As an average, universally, not related to a particular country, universally, it could be related to country as well, because these researches are done mainly in US, Europe, and in countries where internet marketing is heavily used, practiced. Based on these findings, we have realized that 25% of total clicks happening on a search engine results page, it could be 20, 25, 30, like you need to understand the range. It is like 1/4 or 1/3 of total clicks happening on a search engine results page are going to paid results. That means 75% of the clicks happening on a search engine results page are going to organic results or SEO results. Right. So as I mentioned, now when you search, now in this case, I'm searching the Prime Minister of Australia, Malcolm Turnbull, and you see news results are coming up as the first set of results coming from this news vertical here, because Google realized that when people search the Prime Minister name, they are more likely to search about they are more likely to know or trying to find more about the recent incidents and news, political news about the Prime Minister. So they deliver the most relevant results first. And Google News is an active vertical in Australia. But when you come to Sri Lankan results, as I understand, Google News is not yet supported in Sri Lanka. Google News is not a vertical which is actively served by Google. If you go to news, you will see some news articles, but Sri Lankan news media agencies, companies, one thing, they are not well, I don't know, for whatever reason, their articles are not always appearing on Google News. And on the other hand, Google as a company, search engine, is still not supporting the news vertical 100% in Sri Lanka. So therefore, you don't see news article at the top. I don't know, the things may have changed at the moment. So while watching this video, if you just go to Google and just search a politician's name or a news related topic, if news articles from local news media websites are coming up, then Google would have already activated news vertical in Sri Lanka, but when I was searching, I couldn't find. Right? And on the right hand side, you see a summary of the person. So these are called knowledge graph results. Knowledge graph. This information is a kind of compiled, curated information, pre-built information from various sources, and it is delivered to you by Google in a kind of a summary version. So Google realized that there are hundreds and thousands of searches happening on Google where people trying to find certain elements, certain type of information about certain topics, places, people, companies. So they have come up with this summary versions called knowledge graph. Right. And you can also ask questions from Google, and it could be a statement, it could be a question, and Google is actually, as a search engine, now gives you instant answers, as you can see here. These are called instant answers. And I told you, like a couple of years ago, 5-6 years ago, search was just typing some words into Google, into search engines, and getting a result. But nowadays, things have significantly changed. In addition to typing 1 or 2 or 3 words, you can type an entire sentence, entire question, and get more relevant results. Or you can talk to Google and ask questions one after the other, Google will give you, or at least will try to give you, the most relevant results. So let me do a small demo with you. I'm going to stop sharing my slide deck, and yeah, I'm going to do a small demo by asking some questions on Google. Let's say, give me a second again, let me share the screen again. Yeah. Let's ask some questions from Google. I click on this microphone icon here. Give me some pictures of the Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Pictures of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Here you go.
How long is it?
Sydney Harbour Bridge has a length of 1,149 metres.
How tall is it?
134 metres.
Perfect. When was it built?
Construction for the Sydney Harbour Bridge started in July 28, 1923.
And who built it? Okay. So going back, coming back here now, if you can understand what I did, I just asked the first question, give me some pictures of the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and it gave me pictures. The second question, I just asked how long is it, and then how tall is it, and who built it, and when it was built. For the last question, it couldn't give me the proper answer. But for the second question, Google could understand that my second question is still relevant, related to my first question, which was Sydney Harbour Bridge. But in my second question, I never asked how long is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I didn't mention anything about Sydney Harbour Bridge. I just asked how long is it. So Google understand that what my question, the context of my question is still related to my previous question, which was Sydney Harbour Bridge. So it is giving me the right answer, relating that answer to my first question. So search engines have come a long way by analyzing the search engine user behavior, and also by making the search experience much easier for the users. So now you have the ability to ask very complex questions from Google, depending on the availability of the information. Google is becoming better every day. The accuracy rate a couple of years ago, when they introduced Google voice search, wasn't that great, but now the accuracy of voice search is really good. Most of the questions you ask, you tend to get a very accurate result. And at the moment, Google, based on the data they have released, or based on the information they publish, they say nearly 25% of the total searches happening on Google are actually voice searches. So which is actually a significant portion, a significant behavioral change in terms of using search engines to find information. So as search engine marketers, we should understand how people use search engines, not just by entering one or two keywords. People tend to now interact with the search engines like a human, expect more relevant answers, but still taking information from other websites to which they have access to. So if you have the right type of information in right format, there's a high chance that Google can capture that information and present that information effectively to the relevant questions, relevant keywords that people search. So that is our task as search engine marketing professionals, digital marketing professionals, to make sure that we have the right content for the right answer in the right format. Okay, now going back to our discussion again, the search engine results page. Let me share the slide deck again. Yeah, so these are instant answers, and you can search videos and songs, and you can play if the video is coming from Google YouTube. You can play the video on the search results itself. Okay, search engine optimization. So that was about search engine and the search engine results page. And we talked about search engine optimization and paid search marketing or pay-per-click marketing, pay-per-click advertising. Now let's try to understand the process or the meaning of search engine optimization. Let me first read out the definition. I again don't want you to remember the definition. What I always want you is to understand the concept. SEO includes all technical tasks that help search engines to effectively crawl and index all relevant content of a website, and all marketing tasks that enhance the authority and relevancy of the website for a given subject, so that website can gain high ranking in organic search results when users search for terms related to the subject matter of the website. Okay, if you didn't understand anything, perfectly fine. Just pay your attention to these two things: technical tasks and marketing tasks. SEO has a lot of individual task elements, but you can broadly group them under two areas. It has a lot of technical tasks in order to optimize your website, and there are a whole lot of marketing tasks to improve the authority of your website, the popularity of your website. So why do you need all these technical tasks? You need to make sure that search engines can effectively capture the content in your website. The word I use, capture, that was mainly to explain the concept. From an SEO term, from a digital marketing term, that word is called crawling and indexing. Search engine should be able to crawl and index, or in other words, capture that information and take that information back to their database. So crawlers or search engine, they are called crawlers. That's a specific program. They are actually, these crawlers are visiting your website and capturing all the latest information in your website, take a copy of that information back to their database. If your website is not structured properly, built properly, optimized properly, then these crawlers, search engine crawlers or search engine spiders, cannot come and capture that information. Therefore, there are certain type of technical tasks you need to do. For that, you don't have to be an IT professional. I am not an IT professional, but I'm heading search engine marketing function of my company, and I have done that for several other companies. You don't have to be an IT professional to do this. What you need is actually an inquisitive mind, an ability to understand some of these technical concepts and apply them. So you have certain types of technical tasks to improve the ability of your website to expose all that content to search engines. Then once that part is done, the next thing is improve the popularity, authority of your website. So if you read this part again, marketing tasks that enhance the authority and relevancy of your website for a given subject, for a given, let's say someone is searching HP laptops. So the subject matter in that case is computers, electronics, laptops. Is your website selling electronics, computers? Yes. If that is the case, that search term HP laptop is relevant to the subject matter of your website. So if your website need to appear for that term on Google first results page under organic results, your website should increase your popularity, the website's popularity, and your website should have the relevance to that term. Even though you are selling laptops, if your website doesn't clearly explain what you are selling, if your website doesn't have enough information to understand for a program like Google that you are selling laptops, you are in the business of electronics, you may not appear. So therefore, there are a whole lot of marketing activities to do to improve the relevancy and authority, popularity of your website for a given subject. When that is done, when people search those terms, your website ranking is going to go up. Right. So then what is paid search marketing? In paid search marketing, you don't have to really worry anything about those technical and marketing tasks. I'm not saying it is 100% irrelevant. There are certain areas that you still need to consider as important. So there are certain areas that are common for search engine optimization and search engine marketing or paid search marketing. But if you look at the fundamental difference in search engine marketing or paid search marketing, what you do is you are bidding for a keyword. What do you mean by bidding for a keyword? Going back to my search engine results page here, let's say someone is searching search engine marketing and your company is a digital marketing agency providing search engine marketing, for example, and you can't do SEO work because that is taking time and you don't have the knowledge and the resources, but you have a good budget. So what you do is you will put your advertisement here. So when people search the term search engine marketing, your advertisement is coming up. And when people click on that, you pay a certain amount per click to Google. So that is completely depending on your budget and couple of other things. So in your next discussion, now this video is mainly about the introduction to search engine marketing. Now you will have another module called paid search or Google AdWords. In that session, that lecturer will discuss in detail about setting up this advertisement pay-per-click advertising campaign within Google AdWords and other platforms as well. So I'm not going to discuss anything about pay-per-click advertising in this video. My session is going to be about introduction to search engine marketing, and in another session, in another couple of weeks, I'll be discussing search engine optimization in great detail. Okay, coming back to this. So paid search marketing is the process of attracting visitors to a website by purchasing ad space on search engine results pages. This mainly involves a bidding process on keywords so that relevant ads are placed on search results pages when users search for those keywords. This is also referred to as CPC, cost per click, or PPC, pay-per-click marketing, because most ads on search engines are sold on a CPC or PPC basis. Okay. So that is all about the introduction of the search engine results page. And what are the two elements of search engine marketing? Search engine optimization and search engine marketing or pay-per-click advertising. So in the second part of this video, I'll be discussing about the importance of search engine marketing and certain important concepts in the usage of search engines, and then how search engine works. So stay tuned. I'll be back with my next video on the importance of search engine marketing.